much would you charge for these cakes? Welcome back to the Station Bakery. Today we have another video where I'm going to be breaking down for you step by step how much I would charge for 6 cakes. Now, full transparency here, these cakes were actually part of an order that I did for my own children's birthday. So the numbers that I'm going to share with you are going to be theoretical, but the overall concept is still the same. So before we get into the numbers, let's break down what is included in this 6 cake order. There is one 4-inch vanilla cake with vanilla buttercream and strawberry filling. The second cake is another 4-inch cake that is chocolate cake with cookies and cream buttercream. And then there are 2 cakes that are also vanilla cake with strawberry filling and vanilla buttercream, and then 2 more cakes that are chocolate cake with cookies and cream buttercream, for a total of 6 cakes. All of these cakes have the same theme, which is like a spring day at play floral kind of cake. And all of the decor included on these cakes are the same as well. Based off of the information, how much would you charge for these cakes? Okay, now let's go ahead and jump over into our numbers. I'll be using my cake pricing calculator to do these calculations because this is actually how I price out my cakes. My cake pricing calculator makes it super easy to price out a cake, as you're going to see in this video, but you can also take notes and do this by hand as well. And if you're interested in my cake pricing calculator, it will be linked down below in the description, or you can find it at thestationbakery.com. I have already pre-filled in a lot of the information with my recipes, the decorations and supplies, how much I charge for my time. All of that stuff is already pre-filled into my cake pricing calculator, which is what makes this so simple and easy, because I can just click, drag and drop everything that I need, and it's going to shoot me out a final quote down here at the bottom that I can send over to my customers. This can literally be done within minutes, saving you so much stress and so much time. Okay, so let me show you how it works as we price out these cakes. So first I'm gonna start off with my recipes, okay? So I'm gonna come here. In this cake, we have my vanilla dream cake, and this is gonna be 3 batches of that. So I'm gonna add this 3 times. Then we have 3 batches of my chocolate cake. So I'm gonna add that in 3 times. Next, I need to add in a full batch of my vanilla dream cream. And then I also need to add in a 1/4 batch of my vanilla dream cream. Also, we need to add in here the strawberry jam. Here we go. And I'm actually going to add that in twice. Just for our recipe cost for these 6 cakes, our total is already at $42.10. Okay, now let's move over into our decorations and supplies. This is going to be everything that's going to go on the cake. It's going to include any toppers. It's also going to include any cake boxes, cake boards, all of that good stuff. So let's start with that. And first we're going to add in our Oreos. Okay, and then there's going to be 36 of those. Next, I need to add in my flowers. And we're gonna choose custom here because we're working with 6 cakes this time. Next, we're going to go with our 8-inch cake board. And we have 2 of those. And then we're gonna need 8-inch cake boxes, and we're gonna need 2 of those. Now, like I mentioned earlier in this video, this is a theoretical cake order. And I'm mentioning this again because I just carried these cakes to our location. I didn't actually put them in a box. But if this were for an order, there would be boxes that will come along with this order. So I'm including them here. Okay, so next we also have a 14 by 19 by 14 cake board. And we have 4 of those plus another cake box, which would be 4 of those. Then we're gonna have labels. We're gonna need 6 labels. I did add on wafer paper butterflies, and we're gonna need 6 of those. Sprinkles, I used a very small amount, so we're gonna go with my sprinkles small, 1 of those. And then we had the nameplates or the toppers, and we had 2 of those. I used to charge for food coloring, but because of the way that I decorate my cakes now, the cost is pretty insignificant for food coloring, although it does take a little bit of extra time, but I have just chosen to not add on an extra cost for food coloring. But it is possible to put that in here. Let me show you. So here you can see where I have it like buttercream color for 1 to 2 colors. It has a cost. Buttercream for 3 to 5 has a cost. If we want to have some really dark and deep colors, then those are gonna come up with costs. Gold leaf, but I have chosen to just include that in the overall cost with everything. So, but of course, if you want to price out every single detail, by all means, that is your business and your choice to do, and there's nothing wrong with it, okay? Because like I said, I used to do it. I just chosen to make my life so much easier and just include it into the overall price of things. Okay, so now we see here that our decorations and supplies total cost comes out to $142.38. Let's go ahead and jump over to our labor and our time spent, how much we are going to pay ourselves. And just in case you don't know, how much you pay yourselves and profit are two different things, okay? What you pay yourself in labor is the money that's going to be paid to you to go into your pockets to buy personal things. The profit is money that's going to go back and stay inside of the business for business things, okay? We'll do another video going more in depth on that at some point. But just so you know, how much you pay yourself and how much you pay your business are two separate things, okay? All right, so let's get into this. Admin time, that's about 5 minutes for admin time. Prep took about 60 minutes. Baking took about 90 minutes. Decorating took 150 minutes. And then packaging was 8 minutes. It would be 8 minutes. Which brings us to a total of $91.50 is how much I would be paid off of this order. Our overhead is already included. Our profit is included. Taxes, fees, all of that stuff is already included and already pre-input. So I don't even have to worry about those sections. Now I do have a section here for delivery. If this was going to be a delivery order, then I would come and fill this out and it would spit me out a number and add it to the final cost as well. But this is not going to be a delivery order because like I said, this is very hypothetical. So now we have all of our numbers. We have calculated here that the cost for our recipe is $42.10. Cost for our decor and supplies is $142.38. And then we are going to take home in our pocket $91.50 off of this 6 cake order. Gonna scroll down here to our summary to see our final quote comes out to $444.88. This is how much I would charge for this 6 cake order. I would love to know your thoughts. Do you agree with this price for 6 cakes? Would you charge less? Would you charge more? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. I just want to break down this summary here, which is something that's really great about my cake pricing calculator. Not only does it give you a final quote to send over to your customers within minutes, but also it breaks down the cost of everything. So you can see how much it costs for your cake, how much it costs for decorations, overhead, labor, delivery fee, your profit amount, taxes, and then any fees that you may have to charge for. What's also great about my cake pricing calculator is that you're able to see different places where you can probably try to cut costs a little bit. So here with my florals, this is probably one of the biggest costs in this whole cake. That's a whole $75. So maybe I would consider that maybe florals aren't something that I want to offer in my business because it runs the cost up too much. Another place could be here in your time where you can look to see how much time you're spending on different parts of the process. You can work on being more efficient in those processes to cut that time down. But yeah, that's how much I would charge for these cakes. I would love to know your thoughts on these cakes and how much you would charge if you had this cake order. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like it. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel for all things home bakery business. I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, peace.